Hey, okay, so I came live because I was actually having a dope ass conversation with one of my followers. I follow him too, and he had said something about the VIXEN video, right? So I'm gonna read what I had put and what he had put, because I'm gonna explain the concept of the video. Because one thing when I do my content, it's always like a life imitates art. It's more than me just putting on an outfit, more than me just doing my thing, dancing and stuff like that. It's always a concept behind it. It's always a kind of like real life thing, or I want to do it in real life type thing. So when he seen my video, this is what he got from it. He says, VIXEN is dark. Your dancing is so dark, but because you're vulnerable about it and honest about it, it's inspiring, beautiful, and illuminating. Now, I put my soul into my art, and you will always see me. I'll show you all flavors of myself. I'm vulnerable, even though it scares me. So my whole thing is, I came up with the concept for VIXEN is, yes, you see a woman, or the opening scene is you see a guy coming to the door, and a woman opens the door, and then she leads him down to the basement with a blindfold on. Then you see him take the blindfold off. Now, if you notice, what she looked like when she came to the door is not what she looked like when he took the blindfold off. And then each scene, as it goes down and down and down into the video, you see different characters. So you see the girl open the door, you see the first one, you see the second one, and you see the third one. Now, my whole thing is, yes, from a perspective, you can watch it and go, okay, that's a girl doing her thing for her man, but it's so much more than that. Okay, here's where I got the concept from. Now, women and men go together, sing or whatever. I had a boyfriend a few years ago, and when I first started doing pole, of course you want to show your man all the stuff you can do. So I'm in a relationship, he's in a relationship with a pole dancer, and when I say that I was very uncomfortable with myself, it was very hard for me to show him myself. But when I started learning to get more comfortable with me, that's what I wanted to do. So I had said, hey, how come you never watch me pole or anything like that? And he was like, how come you never show me? I said, bet. So I set up something where he came over and I was supposed to, you know, perform and show myself. And that didn't turn out well. He ain't want no parts of it. You know, and I felt like shit after. So that's where I got the concept for VIXEN from, because at the end of the day, what person, whether you're a guy or girl, what person doesn't want to be with somebody where you can't be 100% yourself in whatever aspect that is? So my whole thing is, that's where I came up with the concept of a woman being able to be vulnerable, because you have to be vulnerable to perform for anybody, number one. But being vulnerable, showing all sides of herself. And for me, showing all sides of myself is showing all my personalities. What you get today is not what you're going to get tomorrow. It's not what you're going to get next week. What I look like today, I ain't going to look like tomorrow. Right now, I'm on my little goth shit. Tomorrow, I'll be bubbles and sprinkles, but today I'm not. But anyway, so my interpretation of VIXEN is, I'm showing you all my personalities. That's the crazy side, that's the sexual side, that's the devious side, and I just chose to pick those three women out. But my thing about the whole concept is not just about a woman dancing, being freaky, flipping on him. Yes, that's a part of it, but at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable with yourself, or if he's not comfortable with you, or he's not comfortable with himself, or you're not comfortable with yourself or him, how can you do anything for anybody? How can he be comfortable with you and show you his soul, and vice versa, if y'all not comfortable with each other, but comfortable with yourself first? I'll wait, because I've been in many relationships where I couldn't be myself 100% of the time, and most of the time it's because of me. Like, I don't know if I show him the side of me, will he like me? Or they see that side of you and they be like, whoa, mommy, I'm alive. Oh. They see that side of you and they don't like it. And then you change who you are to appease them, and now you lose yourself. So that is basically why I came up with that concept for VIXEN, because at the end of the day, I wrote this down too, because anytime I do my visuals, I always write what I want to say, or the whole zhuzh of it. Hold on. I wrote it down. I like writing stuff down, and you have to. And my phone's a little slow. But anyway, I said it's about a woman who is able to, strip down, Oh, here we go. Okay. I said, about a woman who can strip down all her insecurities and confidently show all sides of herself. That's what I had wrote, and I wrote this in like July. So basically, stripping down yourself doesn't necessarily mean stripping down yourself as taking off your clothes. You know, when edits, sometimes the shit you want in your thing don't get put in. But there was a scene that did not make the cut, that I was taking off my top. I mean, my outfit. And that was supposed to signify me revealing myself to him. And you can take that as a sexual way because that is revealing yourself. But actually revealing yourself, being vulnerable, because that's the whole point. Because it's very easy to do that. It's very easy to do a lot of shit. But once again, can y'all say that you've been 100% yourself? Can you honestly say you show people ugly sides of yourself and they was like, I still love you? A lot of people don't. I'm a bitch all day if I feel like it. I'm happy all day if I feel like it. I'm funny if I feel like it. But my whole thing is, enough of us don't let other people see who we truly are, and then with that they can make the decision if they want to fuck with you or not. But a lot of people like to hide who they are, or show you a fraction of who they are, or show you their representative. So my whole thing is why I did this video. Once again, VIXEN, it was definitely for the visual effect, the look of it, the feel, the smell, the taste, the touch, the relationship with a man and a woman, intimacy and all that. But once again, the point is about a woman who is completely in love with herself, and she can completely be herself, all sides of herself. Because I'll tell you right now, I got a lot of personalities. I don't care. They all got names. And my whole thing is, if I can be myself 100% of the time with me, by myself, why can't I be me with him? Because what's the point of being with somebody if you can't be yourself? So that's the whole visual of how I created VIXEN, is about a woman who is completely in love with herself, but she's in love with him too, and she just wants to share herself with him, and she just wants him to see her for who she really is, all her sides, crazy, however you want to look at it, with no fear, with nothing, and she just wants to show him how beautiful she is inside and out. So that's why I did the concept and the visual of VIXEN, just to let everybody know that you can be yourself regardless of whoever likes you. I sit around here with red hair, black lipstick, eyeliner on, and I walk outside and I give no fucks. So my whole thing is, once again, if you can't be 100% yourself by yourself, then how can you be 100% yourself with somebody else? So once again, when I do my visuals, they do have a meaning behind them. It's more than shaking my ass. It's more than putting my leg behind my neck. It's so much more than that. It's a feel, it's a look, it's a taste, it's a touch. It's just all these emotions and everything that I put into these visuals in thought, because I just don't wake up. Well, I do wake up like, I just want to do this. But it's just not a, I wake up and, oh, I want to do a video. Of course, I have to make the concept. Of course, I have to make the choreography. And just know, all the outfits you see me wear, I make them. I don't go to the store and buy shit. Or should I say, if I buy something, I customize it. Because I'm not going to sit here in line and say I'm a seamstress. Y'all be like, Juice, I thought you made clothes. No, no, no. I'll take something, cut it up, and repurpose it. So everything you see me wear in my videos, from my head to my toe, from my hair to my makeup to my everything, Juice did that. Know that. But like I said, when I do my visuals, there's always a concept behind it. There's always a creative, hey y'all. I'm sorry, I was just blabbing. But there's always a concept behind it. So just know, art imitates life. So once again, I got that inspiration from when I was in a relationship, or in many relationships, and I was never 100% myself. And I wanted to be, I felt so tight inside because I wasn't being me, being Juice, being Lucy, being Larry, being Maria, being Becky. Yeah, they got names, don't judge. And now that I refuse to deal with anything or anybody, not even in relationship wise, just communication wise. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna respect your shit, but I'm gonna be myself. So that was the whole purpose of VIXEN. Once again, it's about a woman who is in love with herself first, of course God, but she just wants to be vulnerable and show her man that show him her. Not what you see on the outside. Oh, look at me. The shit that you don't show people. The shit that only your four walls know because you do it in the privacy of your own house. That's being vulnerable. When you can show somebody all sides of you with no care in the world, and they can show you theirs. So that's where I got the concept from, and I'm just gonna be creating more concept stylized videos with, of course, always sexual, because that's me. And at the end of the day, if I'm celibate, I'm sexual, but I'm celibate. Get that tease. So I'm working on creating more stuff, and like I said, my concepts are gonna be better, bigger, all that. But everything I do is always gonna have a meaning into it, maybe even a double entendre, and half the shit is always gonna have to do with me, because my life imitates art. And at the end of the day, I know my experiences, and I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of women went through experiences like me. I know a lot of women who are in relationships now that it can't be themselves. I know a lot of men who are in relationships now that can't be themselves, and I refuse to be one of them. Okay, so I'm going to be Lucy, I'm going to be Juice, I'm going to be Trishana, I'm going to be Larry, I'm going to be Becky, I'm going to be Maria. I'm going to be all that 100% of the time, and just going to have to be what it is. So yes, that's where I got the concept VIXEN from. And if you did not check my shit out, you have so many platforms. You have IG, you got IGTV, you have my website. Let me tell you right now, it's www.JustJuic3.com, www.JustJuic3.com. It's on there on the main page, so you ain't gotta go fumbling around. As soon as you click and type it in, it'll pop right up. You have Facebook, so if you're not following me on Facebook, I have my personal page on Facebook, Lucy McKinney, or you can follow my business page, JustJuic3 LLC on Facebook. Twitter, don't be following me on Twitter because I'm disrespectful. But anyway, that's what I really wanted to say. I thought that bitch was gonna stretch on her live, and I did. So yeah. Yo, what up, Jane? Yeah, but that's why I got my concept for visual VIXEN, and it wasn't just a roll out of bed, I want to make a video and flip on a nigga. It was definitely more than that. And once again, I appreciate everybody that helped me create or bring that visual together. And stay tuned for more shit. Motherfucking Juice. Wait, do y'all like my hair like this though? Because I gotta take this out, but I had combed it. Alright, I'm going.